We are live, apparently. And the only reason I know that is because our 13-year-old son is producing today's show.
Yes, I do.
And he is downstairs right now and just told us via the monitor that we are live. So I just love this kid.
I had to double check because it wasn't showing me live on the computer.
No, but I love my son.
I love my son
but
too.
I love that he's doing this.
Yeah, he's great. He's staying home from school today because they had no exams and half the school is gone.
So he's producing today's show.
So it's like, you guys have a show tomorrow,
Absolutely.
Right?
Today's show, speaking of that, the 4 ways to create a fairy tale relationship and keep it that way.
Yay.
Don't look at my notes.
I'm not.
Because we have a surprise for you about that today. But I wanted to define relationship.
Yeah.
Because fairy tale relationship, the implication is spousal or marital or, boy, girl, girl, girl. Because, it's 2017.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm also talking about? I'm also talking about business relationships.
I was looking to see if mine were relevant
and
to that.
friend-based relationships and parenting relationships. This covers the gamut of relationships.
Mine work too.
Yes.
Mine work too.
So I don't care if you're married. I don't care if you already have a fairy tale relationship. We're talking about all of it today.
We're talking about all relationships.
Yes, we are.
How to create fairy tale relationships within your life.
Indeed. And speaking of that, because this is my first, I'm going to say it several times. So we're going to earn the living shit out of this today. Who doesn't need to know the 4 ways to create and keep a fairy tale relationship? Do us a favor, Crew Nation, and share this out right now.
Share it out.
Look, there's so many people here, and we're not even acknowledging them yet.
Let me give a shout out. Let me see how fast I can do this.
Yes.
Good morning, Tiffany, Papa Draps, Brian Sakowitz, Cecily Casey, Lisa Drap, Mama Draps, Christine Basista, hope you're feeling better. Hema, Elsie Lonis is in the house. Elsie, we had a beautiful conversation about the post you tagged us in yesterday.
Yes, we
thank
did.
You for that.
Chris Goldowski.
Michelle Lee, Kelly Nicole is back in the house. Her and her great big giant dog.
The Great Dane. By the way, I wanted to say this. It's so awesome for me that Caitlin Graham is here right now.
Yeah.
Caitlin, I wasn't expecting you to be here today, but I want to just send some big giant love from Carrie and myself, and hoping that all of Crew Nation participates in sending you lots of love and prayers and good feeling today. I know that little William is at it this morning.
Right.
And bless you and your family. Lots of love coming from our family to yours and all of Crew Nation your way.
Yeah. Big love, big hugs.
Yes.
I also remembered that you and I haven't even spoken about this yet, but we have 2 winners of our books.
Yes.
And we are going to announce who that is.
I want to do that now.
Okay, let's do
You
it
guys want to
now.
hear the announcement of the winners right now?
Who wants to know now?
Oh my goodness, there are so many more comments coming in.
Look, Elsie, I love that. Elsie just said the video that he sent out yesterday impacted everyone that he sent it to.
Oh, brother,
I love
thank
that.
you so much.
That means so much to us.
Great depth to that man. And great height.
I told him yesterday.
See what I did there?
Can I tell
Great
you?
depth because he's so insightful.
Right.
Great height because he's 6'8".
Can I tell you what I sent him?
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
He's the size of a small bear.
He is the size of a small
Now you
bear.
go ahead.
I was just going to say, so I said, I don't know if it was in a message or if it was in a comment back, but I said to him, I'm looking forward to one day when we meet him so I can crawl up him to give him a hug. Because that's what it's going to look like. All 5'1" or 5'2" of me.
Yes.
Right beside him.
5'2", nothing. She's 5'1". Oh, he sees me, dog. Yeah, Elsie sees me. I want to say, I just love Papa Draps. Every time I see his name, I get happy. Elise is here. Chris Goldowski is awesome. And Chris Goldowski says that Brian Sakowitz is one hell of a sergeant at arms for the share team, and he is.
He really is. He's got
How's our
this.
shares looking right now there, Brian Bag of Brains? Because you got to crack some whips otherwise.
Oh, Elsie is a Care Bear. That's
Yes.
a little story. That's one of Brian's nicknames for me.
It is. Care
Care
Bear,
Bear.
Care Package.
Smalls.
Lots of different
Whatever
smalls.
you want to call me. It all works.
Yeah.
As long as you don't call me something bad. There was a funny joke in there. Like, I just couldn't. I had a joke on the tip of my tongue, but it was gone. There it was. Gone. You have hair hanging off of you.
Could you get it?
No, it's on your arm. Hold on.
'Cause
1 second.
I thought for sure it'd be on my beard.
I think it fell. No, there was a hair on him as he was doing this.
I'm in a mood.
You're in a mood?
I'm in a great mood. You know what, though? We promised about 14 minutes ago that we were going to name the people who won.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So who we gave away 2 free copies, and we were just smart enough this morning to not actually bring a copy upstairs.
Whatever.
Woo! Woo, one of those days. But it's our very first in our series of small books. It's called Brian and Carrie's Little Book on the First Step, how to create the life of your dreams, even if you don't know where to start. And we asked you to tell us why you wanted one of those books in a video message.
Yeah.
2 people.
2 people.
Love it.
And I want to say, can I say something first? Because we did receive a lot of messages from people, and some people chimed in on the show that they weren't ready for the live video action yet. And that's okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to be ready for that yet.
Absolutely.
And Monica just made the comment that she had no idea that everyone on Facebook land would see her video. And then she realized afterwards that she's like, you know what? At least hopefully some of my Facebook and my real life friends join us now. So,
absolutely. I love that.
I love that. I have the names right here.
Yeah, let's announce them. We have 4 minutes left in this pre-show. When we get to the show, today's topic, the 4 ways to create a fairy tale relationship and keep it that way. We're talking about your spouse, your kids, your business partners, your friends, your neighbors. Fairy tale relationship encompassing all potential relationships. We got 4 methods for you.
We actually have an interesting twist on that.
We do, but I'm not announcing it yet.
It's a little bit of a surprise.
Good morning, John Delancey.
I am going to announce the names on this card in 1 second. I just want to give a shout out to Kieran, Lovely's son, one of our crew kids in Scotland, who is joining us today.
Right on.
Welcome, Kieran. And ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
The number 1 book goes to Monica Twa!
Yes, Monica Twa in Michigan.
Woo,
I thought your
Monica.
video was epic. I echo what Brian Sakowitz said.
I agree.
I thought your video was fantastic.
And the number 2 book goes to...
Yes.
Kelly Nicole!
In Florida. I really like her.
She's got a good vibe, that one.
She's got a...
I mean, everybody has a good vibe, but it's a good vibe. Welcome,
There's
Peter.
something
Welcome.
vibey about her.
So, Monica and Kelly, please,
Yes.
pop us a message in our inbox on the Brian and Carrie page with your mailing
Yes.
address so we can get that out to you.
What's up, Peter Walken, by the way, sitting there in the Isle of Man?
I love... You know what?
I have hearts for Peter Walken.
Me too. And I don't know
Yes.
about you, but my memory of Peter Walkman whoa, a bird just flew in there, almost flew into the window. I wanted to say Peter Walken, the very first time we ever had a long conversation with him was in Birmingham in the lobby with Emma Probert. Remember Emma Probert was standing there with her friend? It was such an amazing...
She's our Welsh party animal friend.
We stood there for like 2 hours talking. It was just an amazing experience.
Can I be Peter Walken for a second, though?
Of course.
We weren't in Birmingham. We were in Birmingham.
Birmingham.
No, you're not doing it right.
Birmingham.
No, you're not doing it right. Birmingham.
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 I also want to say...
I'm from Birmingham.
Peter...
Used to have an uncle named John. Nice fellow. Would talk about fish. Smelt like salmon. Birmingham.
Yes, Lisa, we could do a crew day in Florida if you'll host it.
Yeah, you know what?
Are you kidding me?
I have so many announcements about shit just like that.
I also want to say, Peter Walken, am I right that I saw a Facebook memory of yours on my feed with us where you posted a picture of a poutine?
Yes.
Can you tell me if I remember that? Because
anybody not in Quebec who doesn't know what that means? Poutine.
You remember the Birmingham conversation too.
Yeah, of course we do. We remember everything important.
It looks like people are conniving here, conspiring to have a Florida crew day.
You know what?
event.
We have 1 minute and 30 seconds left in our pre-show, so I'm going to take a shot at something. You ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Go ahead.
It's so funny.
I really realize we do really only have a minute now because we have to abide by the time.
Yeah, now we have time frames and a producer who cracks the whip. In 2019, Carrie and I are going to start doing live events worldwide. Understand, we've done this before. We were in Santa Monica last year. We were in the UK, Liverpool last year. But our live events are going to take on a massive twist. We're going to start filling 2, 3, 4, 5,000 seat auditoriums and stadiums.
Yep.
And what we're going to do is we're going to create what we call geographic partners. So people who are in Florida, in California, in Liverpool, in Melbourne, Australia, if you are friends of Brian and Carrie in the Morning, if you are part of Crew Nation, you say, you know what, I want to help arrange a Brian and Carrie live show in my city and earn some money for doing so. Ooh. We're about to go on a bit of a hiring spree.
Oh, well, look.
So you know what you should do right now? You should put your hand up if you like that idea. Even message us. I'd rather see your comment here.
Yeah, absolutely. 30 seconds left. Ooh, the countdown.
Guys, I'm so excited.
Lisa was like, me.
Yes. Western Canada, Glasgow Live, says Lee.
I want to see how
much
we nail this opening with Chase running the show today. I gave him the cue. props when it's time.
Well, speaking of that, it is time. So, hey, Crew Nation, let's eliminate your limits. Crazy! Our 13-year-old producer son just beat the shit out of that perfectly.
I love it. I think Brian was a little bit fast on the draw, though. There was still 3 seconds left of the pre-show that I could have done a song and dance.
Oh, shit. My bad.
It's okay.
My bad. That screen right there.
Yes.
I'm with you. Well, let me tell you. Today's show is awesome. Welcome to Brian and Carrie in the Morning, where we are live in the absolutely stunning Mount Tremblant, Quebec, where we're live 5 mornings a week, Monday through Friday. 10 a.m. Eastern, but we go live with our pre-show at 9:50 a.m., and that's when you should join us, because that's when all the fun really happens.
It really does.
Having said that, today's show, the 4 ways to create a fairy tale relationship and keep it that way. Now, here's 2 spins we didn't even announce. Well, 1 we did. First of all, this is not just about your marriage or your girlfriend-boyfriend. This is about all relationships. Fairy tale relationships with your kids, your friends, your neighbors, your business partners.
Yeah.
All around how to create and keep fairy tale relationships. I'm kind of excited about that. And here's the extra spin. Crew Nation, are you ready? We said the 4 ways. But you know what we did today? We connived. I created my 4 ways of how we keep our relationship clicking at the fairy tale level. Carrie created her 4 ways, and we don't know what each other's ways are.
Oh my gosh, that means there's 8 ways to create your fairy tale relationship.
I'm so excited. Yes.
I just want to welcome Alexis.
I love Alexis.
Welcome, Alexis. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
He was in Liverpool.
Having said that, we start every single Brian and Carrie in the morning the exact same way. Chase, are you ready? Where's my crew? Crew! Yes, and if you know we're going to earn it, because we always do, and you think that you have friends, family, and colleagues who also need to know how to create and maintain fairy tale relationships, we are begging, if not demanding, that you share this right now, please.
Share it out.
Oh my God.
I'm going to put on my dukes. Share it up, or else I'm going to bam.
You guys are awesome. Darren Barrett is here as well, another of my longtime favorites.
Just in case you didn't share it out, Chase even gave you a little notification on the bottom to say, share this out.
Chase is on top of things,
We're just going to keep him home from school every day.
School schmool. Good day, Darren. Yes,
hello, Darren Barrett.
All right, well, I'm going to kick us right off.
Let's do it.
Okay? Here we go.
We're going to go like one after another?
Exactly. Who wants to know my first?
I want to know your
4 ways to create a fairy tale relationship and keep it that way. We're talking about spouse, parents, friends, neighbors, and business. Okay. I thought about it this morning, okay? And here is our number 1 secret. Don't look at my notes.
Well, it's not my...
According to me.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
There is conventional wisdom that you hear it, you've heard it for about 1,000 years. And it's always cute. A little 80-year-old couple who've been married since 1806 saying, what's your secret to love and marriage? Oh, never go to bed angry. And that's good advice.
Little Asian.
Should we do it again?
Yeah.
Oh, never go to bed angry. That was like an 80-year-old. That's my dad.
He was an 80-year-old Asian. That was just funny.
Well, I didn't mean to profile it racially. But you know what? That's good advice. But here's my advice. Here's our advice. And I know you agree with me. Now, granted, we've only been together for about 8 years now. But it's been a pretty fucking strong fairy tale. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't go to bed mad. I agree. But you know what's bigger than that? Own the morning. That's bigger.
Well played, sir.
I'm all about not going to bed mad. I'm all for it. Okay, I'm not saying that's not true. But what I am saying is when you wake up, your relationship should be top of the mind.
Yep.
With yourself, with your wife or husband, with your business partners, and with your kids.
Absolutely.
We spend an hour and a half every single morning together. Depending on the time of year, before the sun comes up.
Yeah.
Before our kids get up.
Yeah.
It's all about you and me. Right? We own the morning together.
Yeah.
So even if there was stress or strain the night before, it's gone inside of the first 10 minutes. We talk, we cuddle, we carouse. Is that a word? No. Carouse. We schmooze. Caress. We drink coffee together. We laugh.
Yep.
We plot our life.
Yep.
We spend the morning together in that owning the morning sequence.
Yeah.
But also, what are you laughing at?
Chase is awesome. He just panned in on your face and I don't know how he did that.
Chase panned into my face.
Sorry.
Close up of the beard.
Keep going.
Anyways, here's another part though. As soon as our kids get up,
Yeah.
our attention focuses to them.
That's right.
It switches to them. So then we own the relationship with our kids in the morning. We see them off to school. We've configured our entire morning around being available and with them for the 40 minutes they are awake before they go to school.
That's right. Yeah.
Lastly, I touch base with my business partners every single morning as soon as my kids are gone. I nurture my relationships every single day. By the way, after I message my business partners every morning, I go and do meditation, which means now I'm nurturing myself.
Beautiful.
That is one of the hallmark secrets. Own the morning.
Of course, I agree with that.
Yes.
And that's absolutely
Crew Nation, what do you guys think about
amazing.
that?
Can I just say, I want to just kind of parlaying off of that, want to add that I think that it never ceases to amaze me. And I'm referencing particularly in relationships, spousal relationships right now, the number of couples who are not on the same page.
Yes.
Like they don't even know what their plan for life is together.
Exactly.
And that really can all be solved by spending your morning together and talking and creating. And
100%.
And the same thing for business partners. You have one business partner's over here and the other one who's over there. There's like a big lack of connection there. So
exactly.
I love that one.
Can I say one thing really fast?
Yeah.
This whole zoom in, zoom out thing is giving me the twiggies. It's giving me the ADDs.
If I have boogies up my nose, I apologize.
Also, by the way, thank you, Kelly Nicole, for saying my beard was on point on that close-up. That means a lot to me.
Absolutely.
Okay, your turn. Number one for you.
Yeah.
By the way, have you shared this yet? If not, do it now because we are already earning it.
Yeah.
Own your morning, people.
Share this out.
And don't give me the whole I have no time in the morning. Fucking make time.
Make the time.
We have no time either. We made it.
Yeah, I did not like getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning when I started it.
That's very
But
true.
now I love getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
It's our amazing time. Anyways, I'm talking too long about point number one. You
No,
get
you're
it.
not.
Point number two. Go.
It's my turn now.
Yes.
Okay, so my first one is to not take anything too serious.
Well done.
And like let me explain that because I was thinking. So I was trying to think outside the box, right? I didn't want to give the basics of relationships right now. I wanted to go to the undercurrent of really what for me is like so powerful in our relationship, the things that are nuanced and the things that are really unspoken. But they're so powerful in my foundation. And you know, one of my very favorite things about you is that
so many things.
You can go, like if you've been around Brian for any period of time, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He can go from acting like a dog and pretending he has a tail to talking about spiritual growth and meditation and plotting a business strategy. Yeah. Like in the same 5-minute span, we can go that way. Right? And it really is one of my...
It's true.
It's so true. And we've had that comment from a lot of people to us about our relationship, that they enjoy that we seem to balance like the serious with the playful. And for me, that's so important because I think that becomes an underlying theme for everything inside of relationships that
Absolutely.
Really we don't have to take it all. We want to take it seriously and committed to our relationships.
Yes.
But we don't have to take it all so seriously like it's the end of the world
100%.
and get into ego and then be stuck in jams. So
Agreed.
that's a really big one for me.
I love that. That's massive. Don't take it all so seriously. Comment of the day so far goes to Kelly Nicole, who says, I have to take a picture of our whiteboard because my husband or my man has Brian Grasso beard on his personal goal sheet. That's comment of the decade.
Can you please take a picture of that, Nicole?
The degree to which I want to see that is crazy for me.
That's awesome.
By the way, Crew Nation, so far I want to know if you're liking this. I want to see like a cascade of rainbowing hearts.
Give us some hearts
going across to make sure that we are killing this for you today. I also want to say that at some point you got to be on your toes because at multiple points today we're going to ask you to tell us what your favorite one so far is.
Ooh, la
So
la.
far we have own the morning.
Check.
And don't take everything so seriously. Can I add one more comment to owning the morning? I wrote it down. I forgot to say it. We've been doing this since day one. When I lived in Chicago and you lived here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
700 miles apart.
Yeah.
We talked first thing in the morning.
Yes.
Because the phone is all we had.
It's all we had.
And we still owned the morning together. So there
I
you go.
love you so much.
Well, how can you not?
Sorry. I love my life.
Number 2.
Number 3.
Number 2 for me, number 3 in total. You ready? Here it is. You ready? Talk. Mm-hmm. Okay, now, I've said this before on past episodes. Mm-hmm. When I say talk, I don't mean talk about the grocery list.
Right.
Or what's wrong with your kids. Or that the car broke down again. Or that you're pissed off at somebody for something. Mm-hmm. And that was all marriage-based. How about teenagers or children.
Sure.
When I say talk, I don't mean talk about why the report card was bad. Don't talk about why he ruined his sneakers already. Don't talk about limiting his access to the Xbox.
Right.
Business partners, don't talk about what's wrong. Don't talk about the cash flow problems you have. These are all things, they have to be part of a conversation. But when I mean talk, I mean dedicate and formalize time to actually talk to your kids, your business partner, your neighbors, your wife, your husband. I did a rough calculation this morning. 1.5 hours every single morning we spend in communication.
Yes.
1 hour every night we spend in communication. That means we talk 2.5 hours every single day.
A minimum.
On routine.
Yeah.
And that does not include other conversations we're having. Yeah. I mean our routined conversations.
Sure, yeah.
We bookmark our days, and that might be a secret all by itself. I bookmark my days with my wife.
Yeah.
I bookmark my days with my kids. I bookmark my days with my business partners. I've already told you the morning, so you know all about that, right? The last thing we do, we say goodnight to our kids. Our son is 14. Our daughter is 12. These are not itty-bitty little kids, but you know what? We still crawl into bed with them.
Yeah, we do.
We still cuddle. We still spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes of good time with them.
Yes.
And then after that time is done, you and I talk about life, the day.
Right.
We discover. We are ambitious. This is all about our lifestyle. It's been about communication. And then before we go to bed, I message my business partners. Talk. Communicate. Make it routine and practical. And don't pretend that the conversations you're having about stressful things like bills and cash flow and report cards is actually communication, because it's not.
Yeah, I love that.
So
one.
that is my number 2.
I think
Talk.
I think that one is so important. And a little side note on that.
Yes.
I think that a lot of times we will get pushback from, not pushback, but, really couples say to us, like, well, you shouldn't have to plan your communication as a couple. But,
Yes.
If you're not doing it, maybe that's exactly what you do have to do. And maybe we don't have to look at that as a bad thing. You plan going to the gym because it's important to you. So why wouldn't you plan communicating with your relationships, your partners, your business partners, because it's important to you?
Well,
Can we start taking care of that as much as we take care of everything else?
Absolutely brilliant point. I just want to add one thing to it. We talked about the 4 ways to create a fairy tale relationship. Fairy tale relations are all about romance and communication. And that's what a fairy tale relationship is. So you can't enter a fairy tale relationship and then put it on autopilot and think it's going to stay there.
Exactly.
It's crazy how much of a lobotomy I think people have sometimes, that they think that the romance they started with is going to extend if they don't actually work on it, or they placate to the societal notion that romance can't last forever. I call bullshit on that.
Oh, I can't stand that one.
You're not invigorating the romance to last forever.
Yes.
And that's on you. Hey, don't blame romance.
Yeah.
# don't blame romance. Right there.
That right there was a mic drop.
It was.
I would just like to point that out.
Oh, shit, and Chase gave me one. Our producer's the shit.
I didn't even know he was ready for that. Can I just say that?
So, shit.
I love it. I love it. Communication, talk,
Yes.
absolutely. Horse crap to not planning time together, says John. I love
Yes.
that. I agree, John.
Horse crap.
Absolutely.
I'm with you, John.
Okay, who's ready for my number 2? If you want to know what my number 2 is, could you please put a comment in the comment box saying 2, please?
Well, I can't put a comment, but I'm ready to hear it. 2, please.
2, please.
This is number 4.
Ready? Okay, so this is number 2. Welcome, Lisa Nash, to our show. I don't believe we've seen your name before.
Hey, Lisa.
Okay.
What's up?
So, this one, it's a very basic statement.
Yes.
But don't be afraid of the pain of growth.
Oh, this is a good one.
Okay.
I'm already liking this one.
So I was sitting there thinking this morning about all those nuanced ones. And I was thinking about, we talked about this last week on the show. We were actually very jokeful about it, but the number of times, like, Brian was a pack his bag and go kind of guy, and I was the crier, right? So
yes.
I would cry, and then Brian would pack his bags and go, and we were all in ego, and it was an absolute mess. And there was some times, like, I can't remember, I can no longer attach to the emotional pain of it anymore.
Same.
But there were times in the early stages of our relationship where it hurt so bad.
Yes.
Right? And I think that in those moments you want them to go away because you want to feel better, you want to feel safe, you want to feel loved. But as I look back on it, I want to say that I'm so glad that we weren't afraid to face that pain. Because the alternative to facing that pain, you know, number one could have been we would have left each other. Or number two, which I think so many couples find themselves in this place, is they are content.
Yes.
They are comfortable.
Right.
They are complacent.
Comfort is the bane of growth.
Absolutely.
Right?
So
Yes.
you instead of confronting these things head on and accepting that, you know what, I'm going to be okay through this pain.
Yep.
We don't walk that line. We don't choose to do that dance. And so we never really are elevating and ascending to the level that we can inside of our relationship.
Absolutely.
So that's my number two.
That's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm just perusing the monitor. I tell you, let me see. Lisa Nash, welcome. Beautiful comment. And my heart is with you. My prayers as well. Kat Williams, watched you guys for the first time late last week. Spent almost every day since watching everything I could.
You know what?
Y'all are amazing. No, Kat, you are amazing.
That's awesome.
Right? Great comments from Jessica Steele. It takes work. Hate it when people say relationships just get to a point where it's just comfortable. I'm with you. So is Carrie. Cindy Harkey, yesterday was our 19th year anniversary of our first date. We do what we do every year. We rewatch the movie that we saw that night, which is, I fucking love that. Good on you guys.
Can I just quickly say, if you're tuning in, because there's a couple of newbies in the house,
Yes.
we've got some new crewmates. If you are new to the show and you've not yet chimed in, can you just please pop in and say hi?
Absolutely.
Hi, Brian and Carrie, so we can recognize you.
Now that said, recap for me. Own the morning and talk and communicate. For Carrie Campbell, don't take everything so seriously.
And don't be afraid of the pain.
And don't be afraid of the pain of growth. Now, we're not asking you to choose the one that you like the best, like as a competition between us. We want to know which one resonates most with you. So you got 4 choices right now. I want some comments insofar as what you guys are thinking so far. Which one's your favorite so far?
Who's in the running so far?
And by the way, if you've not shared this yet, please do so. And if you have, please do so again. You don't want Brian Sakowitz pissed off.
Share this
I've
out.
seen it. I've seen it. It's not funny.
No.
He's crazy. He's like a honey badger.
I was just going to say something.
I'm just joking with honey badger. Now I'm just trying to ruin your concentration.
No. I want to say, I'm so impressed with Chase. We weren't prepared for that share this out, but he hit it.
Yeah, Shauna
And
Walsh. Hi.
I love
There you go.
Lisa Arsenault. Are you a newbie crewbie? Because
Yes.
if you are a newbie crewbie, give us a hello.
Amanda Grover, how do you say
Beaulieu.
that? That's a French thing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to butcher your name. I just don't have the French mouth yet.
Oh, he's got a French mouth.
Oh, shit. It just got a little bit all kinds of hot in here. So needless today, struggling to make things work. Thank you so much, Amanda. Thank you so much. Shauna Walsh said hi. She's kind of new. She's a newbie crewbie. Oh, that's going to stick. Lisa
A newbie
Godowski, is
crewbie.
that what it was?
No, Lisa Arsenault.
Oh, Lisa Arsenault.
Who's Lisa Godowski?
I don't fucking know. I might have gotten a little confused there. But welcome, Shauna. Elisa says, all are my faves so far. If you can't laugh when you're having sex, then you're with the wrong person, says Lee. All right. I'm going to muse on that one for a while, but I love that that's how you feel.
Like maybe laugh during a moment that was maybe embarrassing or something.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
for sure. Nicole Wright says both of Carrie's. Chris Goldowski says talk, communicate. Brian Sakowitz. I'm actually a calmer person since finding Brian and Carrie.
Brian,
that's a really nice, awesome thing to say.
Checkmate. I love that. Beautiful.
Look at these comments.
Joanna Miller Pavlok, welcome to the show.
Zoe, Olive can absolutely be late for school. Park a chair beside you and let her watch as well. What's wrong with you people?
Welcome to the crew kid, Olive in the house.
Yes, Joanna, my favorite is owning the morning and prioritizing your time together, which would be 2-0 for me right there. It's not really a game. I'm just playing around. There are so many comments I can't even keep up. So I want to ask one more question. Hey,
I'm a newbie.
and
Welcome,
this
Jessica
has spoken
Steele.
a lot to things I need to deal with. We'll be a regular listener now. Jessica, welcome to the crew. By the way, Crew Nation, I'm not going to tell you now. You have to come back tomorrow for that one.
Can I know?
It's the new crew site with respect to them becoming the actual crew.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Tomorrow, maybe.
That's evil.
Anyways, are you enjoying this today? Because if you are, I want to see a cascade of hearts.
Yeah.
I want to see a cascade of hearts as I move into number 3 for me.
Yeah.
Which is number 5 in total.
Okay,
You
number
ready?
3, number 5 in total. Go.
And this one's a little different. I admit it. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Do unnatural things. Get off the fucking carpet of conformity. Get off of what life is supposed to look like. Get off of the white picket fence and the 2.5 kids with the dog, although dogs are perfectly fine by me.
This is a mic drop coming
Get off of the conformity carpet. I'm 43 years old. I picked up powerlifting 1 year ago.
Right.
Brian&Carrie in the morning is this like ambitious desire to be ourselves and speak our truth in front of the world. Our business plans are ambitious beyond belief. These are unnatural things.
Yep.
I sold 2 companies that, I'll be honest, if you don't know my story, I sold 2 companies that were fucking cash cows. Cash cows.
Right.
I was making money like it was falling from the sky. But, we were both like, this isn't us. Let's do some epic shit. So I sold those companies to start something brand new.
Which, who would do that?
With my wife.
Right.
Unnatural shit. You quit your job of like 20 years as a counselor to go work in the fashion industry. Unnatural shit. Now, why do I think that's important? Okay? Here's why. There is nothing more powerful, than a team.
Yes.
A team deciding to fuck the odds. Do what they want. Feel how they want to feel and create the life they want. There's nothing more powerful than a community or a team. And I don't mean like us against the world kind of mentality. I mean, babe, we can do fucking anything. And when you have that as your ethos, but then you actually do shit with it. Because everybody can say shit. Everybody can say, let's do epic shit.
Yep.
But then do it.
Yes.
And what you end up doing is you create a thriving, energetic, passionate way of living with your wife or your business partners or your kids. And we've done all 3. Our business partners are literally salivating at working with us because of the ambition that we have.
Right.
Our kids, I'll be honest, are the happiest fucking kids on the planet. They don't stress shit. Oh, we moved up to the mountains. How cool. Oh, I got a new girlfriend over here. And now we're going to move to fucking Italy. Our kids are so relaxed. Oh, school schmool. Yeah, I'll get A's, whatever. You and me, like everything about our lives is about team, community, ambition, and unnatural.
Absolutely.
That is a massive, massive thing that I think goes understated.
That
was a mic drop.
He already hit it. Chase
Right?
already mic dropped you in the middle of that.
Yes.
Yes. Sometimes you just talk and all I have is yes.
Yes.
After that, because it is so profound. It's so true. I think that it's one of the very first things that we talk about is teamwork in a relationship.
That's right.
Everything only works in a team, right?
Can I say, Manny Duggan, my husband and I just did that. Sold my business, our house, and moved to the Keys. Woo!
Welcome as well to the show.
Love
Mandy
that.
Dugan, who I assume is a newbie crewbie.
Yes, Mandy gets a lot of hearts from me.
I also want to say that...
Italy. Chris Goldowski, maybe. You never can tell. That's part of the fun.
Unfortunately, Elsie Lone has had to check off. So, Elsie, I hope you watch this back later because he's like, I don't know. I don't like secrets. So I think that our relationship is a little bit fractured right now.
Whatever.
But it's worth waiting for.
We'll disclose tomorrow. All right. What is your number 3, which is our number 6?
Wow. Well, it's so funny because this one kind of sort of fits into what you just said.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was thinking about this past weekend. Loria Petrucci was in the house.
I love her.
And she was just she asked us so many interesting questions about Brian and I. Like just random things about Brian and I and as a couple. And one of the things that I don't know if she asked about this, but the conversation led me to think about this. And so this is what I'm going to call this one. Don't have stereotypical expectations.
Nice.
Okay?
I love that.
Do not have stereotypical expectations. And this,
Yes.
I'm going to start off basic and elaborate on it. Okay? So in our house, husband,
Me.
wife,
You.
Brian does all the cooking.
Yes.
I do not touch any of the cooking.
Indeed.
In our house, we're buying a new car. I'm the one who's negotiating, finding the car, and doing the inspection with the mechanic and so on and so forth, because mechanics are more my thing.
Yep.
So those are very basic, stereotypical things, right? You would think those to be reversed. And it extends. Like in our house, for example, if we have to build a piece of furniture, I'm the one who does it because I'm better in that way than...
Better. I'm autistic.
You're not autistic.
With building furniture.
He's just got double thumbs. But so that's a small example, but it extends into our business as well and,
Yes.
and everything in our life. I think it's really important that the expectations that we're putting on people are not based on influence.
Yes.
Allow people to become who they are inside a relationship and not feel the need. It's not that like don't feel the need to change them, but appreciate the fact that we're all different.
100%.
And embrace that rather than like, you know, I could be over here like, you know, you're a man. Could you come and help me build this piece of furniture?
Right.
You know, vice versa with the cooking.
I think that's brilliant.
That's that one.
Absolutely. By the way, Elsie is still here.
I hope you heard what I said, Elsie.
Because we love you.
Yeah.
We don't even know we love you.
Yeah.
By the way, crew, we've done now 6. There's 2 left. Let's recap, okay? Own the morning, talk and communicate, do unnatural things. Yours?
And mine are don't take things too seriously. Don't be afraid of the pain during growth. And do not have stereotypical expectations of one another.
Exactly. So now I want to know, crew, which one are you digging most so far? You can pick 2.
You can pick 2.
Which 2 are you feeling so far? Let's do some comments here.
And welcome Aline and David. Both of you,
Yes.
welcome to the show.
I think I love Crew Nation.
I love Crew Nation
I think
as well.
I love Crew Nation. Absolutely lovely. So, guys, we have 2 more to go. You're going to give us comments right now on what your 2 favorite have been so far, which resonates with you. But before we finish our last 2, we have to stick our heels in the mud. And we have to say whether or not you shared this. I don't care if you already shared it once or twice. Let's get this shared out right now. Because the gold we're delivering, and I know it's gold, for a lot of reasons, but one of which is you keep telling us it's gold.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to hear it, so get the share out right now, please.
Share this out, people.
What are the comments doing here? Just was at a retreat that shared the same thing. Well, they stole our shit, quite clearly, Elisa. Yes. See, there's more stuff Carrie and I have in common. I believe that from Kelly Nicole. I'm changing mine to do unnatural shit. I love when I cause Chris Goldowski to have paradigm shifts.
Right. I love
he's
Chris
a smart
Goldowski
man.
in general.
Yes. Hashtag do unnatural shit. That's going to stick.
43 shares. Brian Sakowitz, thanks you for giving us an update on that.
Not bad, crew. Not bad. We can do a little better. So how about we finish? Oh, 46. A little in the moment.
You know what I picture Brian Sakowitz. And Brian, could you please let me know? I picture him like with 2 screens open. One where he can watch the show and one where he's watching people share.
Right? And he's like enumerating.
Oh, I love it.
Yes, you guys are awesome. CC number 3. Okay, here goes. You
Let's
ready
go.
for the last 2?
Last 2.
This is my number 4. It's our number 7. You ready? This is also a bit of a out there one, but it unbelievably segues off of what you just said.
Oh,
I
what a
call
surprise.
this find your lane and respectfully stay there. Find your lane, respectfully stay there.
It does
Now,
kind of fit, doesn't it?
it's all about energy in, energy out. It's not that Carrie's a bad cook. It's that cooking is an energy out for her. It's not that I'm a great cook, but cooking's an energy in for me.
Right.
I can't stand cleaning up a kitchen. I'll do it, but you actually enjoy it. You find it meditative.
Yes.
I don't want to know about cars. I don't give a fuck about cars.
Or about all the live streaming equipment, for
Oh,
example.
fuck. I don't know anything about that. I don't even know what any of this shit is, but you do.
Yeah.
Right? But when it comes to game planning a marketing system for 3 years,
I don't even want to know.
right? When it comes to, getting groceries for the week or marketing for a retreat, like I know my lane and I stay there.
Yeah.
You know your lane, you
Right.
stay there. It's actually part of what fulfills our talking communication process.
Right.
Is that every night you update me on things that matter. Mm-hmm. I update you on things that matter.
Right.
But it's the same for our kids. It's the same for our business partners. I don't need to know what our chief operating officer is doing with respect to data analytics for Facebook ads as that transposes against the YouTube equivalent. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Whereas I salivate over that stuff.
I don't know what it means. Just, did we make money? I don't really care. I mean, the rest of it is like whatever.
Yeah.
Right? So, but that's...
It's so powerful.
They stay in their lane. They upflow information to us as needed.
Yep.
I stay in my lane. I upflow information to Carrie, vice versa. And the same with our kids.
Yeah.
The same with our kids.
Yeah.
I don't really need to know all the logistical elements of the field trip. I need to know if my kid wants to go.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
that is the lane that matters to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? I'll listen if they want to tell me all the ins and outs, but they know I don't care. So they don't tell me.
When is it? How much does it cost? And are you going?
Exactly. And is it going to cost me more than I want to pay? That's all I care about.
That one obviously is massive. And I think that there's actually two sides to that one, right? There's identifying your lane, but then there's staying in your lane.
Right.
So, and that's one that I think takes practice that people don't necessarily recognize either. Because, early on, when we started to identify these differences between each other, like Brian would see the big vision and he'd be talking about 3 years down the road. And my brain, because I'm so logistical, I would interrupt him 1,000 times to say like, but what about this? But what about that?
Yep.
So we have to do this and do that. And he's like, we're not there yet. Like, let's not even think about that.
Exactly.
So that's not my brain being faulty or his being faulty. It's about the fact that we think differently. So what I've learned how to do, and logistics, this is a perfect example. So what I've learned to do with logistics on this stuff is if I hear myself ask a logistical question, I literally say to myself, do I need to know the answer to this right now? And if the answer is I don't desperately need to know the answer,
exactly,
I don't ask it.
100%.
And it's changed everything. Yeah. It really has.
So find your lane and stay there respectfully. That's the key. We're going to do a recap of all of these 8 points in a few minutes. But we're going to finish off with your point right now.
Your
last one, yes.
Okay. It took me a while to find my last one today, but this one is like the pièce de résistance.
Oh, that was fucking hot. That French was just...
So this one is that we got our relationship right before we got anything else right.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, everybody shut it. Listen, because this is big.
Good one, there is a lot of people who we work with in business who their businesses are growing, but their relationships are falling apart. And all of their relationships with their kids, with their spouses, with their business partners, because they're after the success of the dime and the fulfillment of succeeding in business. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But we got our relationship with each other and with ourselves right before we got everything else right. Now, that doesn't mean we didn't work on anything else at the same. We were building our business, but as we look back and reflect on this, the number of times we look back and we think, gosh, thank goodness we did that work early on, because we would not be where we are today.
Yes.
If we hadn't done that work on our relationship.
It's so true. Our business would have failed. Our parenting efforts would have been a little bit of give and take because we had different philosophies. I mean, not only, but extend it out. How many people have we hired and fired because we ended up not jiving with them energetically? Yep. It's not they're fine people, but they weren't good in a relationship with us.
Right.
So it's not even the most talented salespeople I want. It's the people I like, who are ambitious enough to learn how to sell. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? So that point is absolutely gold. Absolutely gold. Let's recap. My 4: own the morning, talk and communicate, do unnatural things, and find your lane and respectfully stay there.
And my 4, which would be, in case you're wondering, 2, 4, 6, and 8.
Yes.
Are don't take things too seriously.
Right.
Don't be afraid of the pain in order to grow.
Well said.
Don't have stereotypical expectations. And get your relationship right before everything else.
Huge. Absolutely massive. Lee Patterson made a great comment before. That's what you guys do in a relationship. How about us singletons? Lee, think about the show, though. Relationships.
You have relationships everywhere.
The whole show is about relationships. It's not about being single or married or in a relationship. You have kids. You have friends. You have neighbors. You have yourself. Everything we said, absolutely everything we said, applies to any relationship. And we've been saying that all along.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? David Crossman is here.
I have heart and love for David Victor Crossman.
So do I. I love his comment. Monetary gain is a byproduct of getting the rest of the recipe right. Mm-hmm. I could not agree more. Absolutely true.
I love that Papa Draps is like 1 to 8. They're all good.
Yes.
Right? Because you don't have to pick.
Papa Draps is the best. Owning the morning and getting the relationship right. My 2 favorite points. You guys are awesome. Jessica, no, you're awesome. Jessica's awesome. I love her.
I was going to say, sometimes I have something I want to say and it just doesn't come off the tip of my tongue.
Chris Mahone Johnson, I need to stay in my lane with myself. You know what?
You have to stay in your lane with yourself
100%.
first.
That is not an inane comment. That is a brilliantly insightful comment. Absolutely true.
You got a big boom, David Victor Crossman from LC Lonis.
And I think LC Lonis, when he booms, he actually booms.
You know what? It's so true.
Like 4.3 in the Richter scale.
LC, we have to meet you now.
Yes. Yes, we do. That was fun today.
It was a great
Do
show
us a favor,
today.
guys. Let's share this out one more time because this show was killer. We loved having you. All the newbie crewbies in the house. Lisa Arsenault, that's a good one.
Newbie crewbies!
Yes, loved having you around. Come back every single morning at 9:50 a.m. That's when our pre-show starts. We get rolling with Brian and Carrie in the morning at 10 a.m., but all the fun happens before that. So let's give this one more share right now, if you could, please. Thank you for everything, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye!